Ay, ay, ay. What's up, everybody? We're getting near Tokyo Open, so I'm just logging into the charts and looking at micro gold futures, uh, March 11th. Let's see. Okay, so normally I put on the New York PM session, so that's all I really care about. And also the IB initial balance indicator, really good levels. And okay. All right. Look at the 5 minute for the first presented fair value gap, which is up here. So we might have an opportunity to trade higher back up into this level. But we do have an IB level down here. And what else? Not much else on the 5 minute. We're just way below New York PM. So we came down and wow, it's pretty crazy. All right. I'm just kind of marking out some levels. Basically, just look at the New York afternoon session, which is 1:30 p.m. New York time to 4 p.m. Something like that. Yeah. And looking at the highs and lows, and then the IB levels, initial balance levels, which right now we're like right in the midpoint between two of them. Low, low, and IB. Wow. Okay. Well, so we got 5 more minutes until Tokyo Open. So we'll just kind of hang out and wait and see what happens. Hopefully, I get a Tokyo trade in that we don't have to. I can just close the charts afterwards. Tired. So 2000 is Tokyo Open. I'm waiting for. All right, let me go feed my dog. Hungry? Come on. Hungry? All right. Hungry dog has been fed. And we're a couple more minutes and look at the trade. I haven't really been using these the fair value gaps that have formed beforehand, other than kind of like draws on price. Um, I've been waiting for the candle actually form a new fair value gap. So I don't know. It's worked out both ways in the past, where if I have one already established, the price comes up and rejects, then just use it. But um, sometimes it's better to just use the new ones that form. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the 30-second chart and see what we got. Get rid of this. Get it open. So we're gonna run down to this area here. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna run down here. Should I gamble? No, should not. Because it's like 50-50. It could go up, it could, to this POI or down here. So just gonna wait and see what happens. And there we go. Right down. So the reason why I said bearish was because we had a bullish bearish candle right at the market open. So it's a very sell model for me. Just that candlestick pattern right there. But because it was like halfway between this one and this one, it's like to gamble. So just gonna wait, see what happens. So we got a fair value gap here, bearish, potentially. Let's see, 6. Yep. Because it could reject off of this level, so we're not gonna sell right away. Even if it gets us a entry, I don't know if I want to sell. I don't know. Selling into this zone is dangerous. I really have to see it break through or reject. One of those two. I don't want to sell into this right away. It's just not. I don't know. I hope it inverses. I really don't want to sell into this. Good. Okay, BPR. I think we're going to go bullish. But the danger is that we have this level kind of untapped down here. So, I mean, it's kind of got to go down. Dang. Tricky. Very tricky. I think what I'll do is I'll wait for another fair value gap continuation bullish before I, for example, I don't want to just enter a trade out of this BPR. Only because I think it could come down here and tap this thing. Let's see if it closes below. Man, that's really tough to enter. To close below. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's tough. We close below the 50% of this gap. I really wanted to come down here to this level before going long. Ah, no bueno. Okay, if the next candle is bullish, I'm going to enter long. Oh my God. Dang it. What do I do? Okay. I really wanted to come down to this level, but dang it. Could rally out of here. Come on down. Good. Okay. Cancel this. Cancel that. Let's see if this thing holds down here. Forget a reaction. Or a breakthrough. Either way, it's fine. But no, I want this. Oops. Ooh, okay. I'm not going short because that looks like it's just crossed. Okay, cool. At inverse, I'm not going short. Now we just need a bullish fair value gap to form. That would be great. Like right here. Okay. Now we need price to come down, tap it. Take that away. This one up here. We've got plenty of other targets, so even if we hit this, we need it to come back. I'm not going to enter in up here. It's too expensive. That is one thing about this model that does kind of suck, is that a lot of times price, doesn't give you an entry and just runs away, even though you were kind of correct. So it's definitely a little frustrating in that regard, but it's worth it if you can just be patient. Hey, what's up, man? Gotta wait on a pullback. Some really good targets, but man, gold just loves to like run away from where you want it to go. That's okay. That's okay. We'll find an entry at some point. Dragonfly. I don't know what that means. You mean this right here? Honestly, what I look for, I do look for this at times. But the problem is like I don't have the data collected on it. Where's this thing here? What I look for is this pattern here. A bullish, bearish, bullish. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Dragonfly. I don't know what it. I don't know, but that's actually a very bullish signal right there. But the thing is that you've got this fair value gap in the way. So I'm kind of expecting it to, hit this thing and then come back down to this and then go up. That's what I want anyway. No way can I say that's going to happen for sure. But yeah, in general, I look for these after the trend has been confirmed. Like we're trending down, since market opened. So I'm not convinced that the longs are in just yet to be able to just jump into a bullish bearish bullish trade. especially with the fair value gap in its way. Not to say it won't work out. It's just that I haven't collected the data on this to say, oh yeah, at 8 p.m. when you see that the first one you take it. We gotta back test this stuff. Anyway. I hate this. I really hate this price action where it just kind of just lazily just blah 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 blah. It's like there's never really like a good entry. And then as soon as you enter, bang! Okay, so we got actually, I need to pay attention here. We have this right there. And we need to clear this fair value gap and this one to hold for it to be a valid long. And then we have this in the way. So a lot going on. Okay, good. This has been inversed. Definitely not going short here. Only because we're coming off of this initial balance level down here. We tapped it and we're going long. It's like kind of obvious we want to go long. I don't really have a valid inverse fair value gap trade, or excuse me, fair value gap continuation trade, but I kind of want to go long. Okay, give it a shot. It's not a valid fair value gap continuation trade, but seem to be going in that direction. And I'll cut it short only because we inverse this. Bullish, bearish, bullish. That's invalid. Green line at the bottom. Sorry. Oh, the line it bounced off of. Yeah. It's an indicator. It's called the initial balance. Script. Initial balance wave map. So it just marks out levels for you, which I found is that for gold, it really likes to react off of initial balance levels. And the settings are pretty simple. It's just you want to make sure that the initial start is 8:20 a.m. or 08:20 to 9:20. And the reason why is because this is when the gold trading pit opens in what, NYMEX or COMEX? I'm not sure which one. That's when that opens. So, okay. I'm definitely getting out of this because this was a bad idea. It wasn't even a valid setup, so don't mind me. The only thing I was looking at was this got inversed and we had a bullish, bearish, bullish, so it's not even like part of my trade plan. It's just kind of a dumb trade right there. we inverse it, probably get back in. A bit unpredictable tonight. What's the sell? Wow. I really don't want to short. It's probably going to come down here, but I don't want to short. It's a valid. Is it valid? It's not valid. That's why. Okay. I'm not going to short. Boring. Boring. There have not been any valid setups. We just had this fair value gap that just price just left. So very frustrating. And then if we get a new one that forms, then we have this thing on our way. Right. See what happens. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. All right. Oh. Such a pain in the butt. So here's what's it's gonna happen is it's gonna tap this thing, we're gonna get a valid setup, and then this is gonna be in our way, and then we can't enter again. But I'm gonna go ahead and enter anyway. Because we have so many draws on liquidity up here, so anyway, see what happens. Should probably check NQ. Like last night, it had really good price action, while gold had terrible price action last night. I hate that. not entering long because it just tapped it. It's like it's just not a good idea. Even though we had a good entry here, it's gonna have to wait for a better setup. I'm not gonna take a it's got to inverse this gap to go long, fortunately. Get NQ. Yeah, NQ's kind of consolidating too. All right. Unfortunate. Now it's run away from us. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Ah, God, I'm gonna hate that. No entry, seriously? Oh my God, it sucks. Well, I couldn't pull the trigger because there was no entry. I had no entry at all. The only thing I had was this candlestick pattern, which I'm not. I mean, I took a loss on, so. Dang, it sucks. I've got 4 stacked gaps. Now there's a bunch of indecision as to which one to take. Oh my gosh. You know, as soon as I enter long, it's going to pull all the way back, all the way down here. Dang it. Hate that. So unfair. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it because I didn't the first 30 minutes and I didn't have a single entry out of all this move, and now it's just gonna consolidate. So missed it. Unfortunately, there's nothing there. But man, that sucks. Happens sometimes. I'm really hesitant to take another trip, to jump in now, just because we ran up all this way and we're at 30 minutes after the hour. So, man, we do have a good draw on liquidity. Maybe I'll do half risk. I don't know. I really hate doing this, but no, I'm not gonna do it because once again we have this in our way. Man, it's just really messing with my rules because it didn't close above the 50%. So it could still potentially come down. Okay, I'm going to do this. Rejecting. Definitely don't want to be shorting into this stuff. So I'm not going to go long here. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it. Just come back at 9 p.m. just because I feel like I missed the move. Well, I missed the move, but there was no valid entry as far as I could tell. We had this here I was watching, but it closed below the fair value gap. We had this one, which was the initial one, but never got tapped into, so there's no trade, fortunately. I'm looking. The only thing that was of interest was this right here, this bullish, bearish, bullish, but I was worried about this fair value gap blocking it, and obviously just push through. You don't really know, so all right, is what it is. We'll come back at 9 p.m. See what happens.